Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whichever one you're in, welcome to It's Just Us Podcast, Season 0, Episode 2. In Episode 1, we talked about who I am. I am Emmanuel Wallace. If you want to know more about me, feel free to go check out Season 0, Episode 1, talking about who I am. The YouTube video got cut a little bit short because my camera gave out. But if you want to listen to the audio version, it will be available on all platforms on Friday. If not already, they will be available on Friday. So if you want to listen to just the audio, every Friday I will be posting the audio. And I'll put the link in my bio on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you can't find it, don't worry about it. It'll be there. And if not, just always feel free to DM, text me, email me, and I'll get back to you right away. But welcome to It's Just Us Podcast, Season 0, Episode 2. Today we're talking about what is Dream Publications and what is the It's Just Us podcast. I know I talked a little bit about what the It's Just Us podcast is on last week's video in Episode 1, but today I'm just going to go a little bit more in depth about where the idea came from and what it's about. So the It's Just Us podcast came from an idea that I had a while ago to start a Your Story series. This series would be a series of books, small books, sharing the testimonies of other people whom I've met, who have had tremendous changes in their lives through and from the relationship with God, in their growing relationship with God. People who have influenced my life, people who have inspired me, encouraged me, uplifted me, people who I feel like have stories would impact the world, if not the world, this city and the community in which we live in right now. So the It's Just Us podcast was born through that idea and expanded and shifted into Dream Publications. What is Dream Publications? And sharing our works, because through Instagram, you've probably seen it. We were doing posts called I can't remember what it was called. It was Your Weekly Portion. That's what I called it. The Your Weekly Portion, where I take a book and I read an excerpt of it and just post it on a reel. So that's where this idea was born from. In April, we did a poem a day for the month of April, given that it's the poetry month of the year. So it's a mix of a lot of different things that It's Just Us podcast. But to start, it will be heavily geared towards Dream Publications and sharing with you what we're about, the kind of books we write, the kind of Bible studies we make and put together for the community, for people who want to grow in their walks with God, people who want to expand their understanding of who God is, what His plan is for their lives, and who they are to God, or how to walk in their dreams, how to pursue their dreams from a godly perspective, from a biblical perspective, heavily influenced by the story of Joseph, where we talk about books, about decisions and choices, and how important it is to make conscious and intentional choices when it comes to our walk with God. So the It's Just Us podcast is designed to inspire, encourage, and uplift the believer and those who are on their journey to getting to know God, to challenge us to go deeper, to share the works that Dream Publications has put together that hit on these things. Books like Choose, books like This Side of Heaven, books like Your God-Given Dream, books like At the Edge, books like Breakthrough, books like Freedom. It's all about sharing what we've been given, and hopefully we can share our story with you to the point where you share your story with us. And we'd love to hear your story. We'd love to hear your perspective and how these books might influence your life, the extras that we share, how they influence your life, how they encourage you, inspire you, or even thoughts about them. We love to connect with you through this podcast, just sharing my voice so that you can put a voice to the words on the page. So, hi, I'm Emmanuel, and I'm the leader and founder of Dream Publications and the host of the It's Just Us podcast. Right now, it's just me, and I've been challenged actually by one of my good friends at church to do this because it's been on my mind for a while and I just didn't do it. So now I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it day by day, weekend by weekend, Monday by Monday, and Friday by Friday, and Saturday by Saturday. But it's a joy to sit down in front of you guys and talk to you about the things that have influenced me, that have challenged me, These books have definitely influenced me and challenged me. These Bible studies especially. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to do them, but it's been a blessing to do so. So that's the It's Just Us podcast. It's all about sharing our story with you, how Dream Publications came to be, the journey that it took me on, that I'm still going on daily and working on consistently, and then also just sharing more about us, each other, people, because later as we're through all these books, get through the new books and the ones that are coming next year, it's going to keep you updated as well. We're going to have the Your Story series start near the end of next year. We have other people come on for interviews or just talk about what God's done in their life. So this podcast isn't really one-dimensional, but right now we're starting with just Dream Publications, like what we are, who we are, the books we write, so that you get a better idea of what we're about. So what is Dream Publications? Well, Dream Publications is an apostolic book publishing company where we're striving to share or tell our story and the story of Christ through our services. So we want to operate in honesty, integrity, humility, and patience. And with the heart of service, we want you and to help you create and put together the best work that God would have given you. And if God gave you a word to share on pages, on paper, we'd love to help you with that. We do editing, proofreading, typesetting, formatting, and even consulting as well. I just enjoy walking and going on a journey with authors who have a story to tell, because I believe everybody has a story to tell, and those who write it have done such an amazing job and are doing an amazing job, and that takes a lot of courage to do. So Dream Publications is all about sharing stories that lead people to the cross, that lead people to a deeper, more intimate relationship with God. I'm excited to continue to grow in this as we find our niche, as we find our audience, as we find you, to share these things, to share different testimonies, to share different thoughts and interpret stories, to share ideas that go beyond just everyday conversation, but it goes a little bit deeper into our thoughts, our thought life, things that come out and that we put on the page as authors. I think it's a great feat to put together a book, and it's very amazing, and it's very encouraging, it's very inspiring to do so, and to have been able to do so myself has been amazing. So our goal for you as an author, if you are an author, is to provide you with quality products and services that bring your story, the story that God gives you, to life. Whether it's inspirational, motivational, spiritual, or navigational writing regarding your walk with God and the walk with God that you like to see others take, we're here to make that dream happen and become a reality for you. So we want to see faith spread around and throughout the world. We're aware. We're small right now. But as we grow, we know that the impact will show. It takes one step at a time. And I believe that it's possible with consistent effort, with consistent work, and with consistency in general. Our purpose is to help writers realize their dream of becoming a published author. So we're here as an assistant source, right? To develop and fulfill the desire that has captivated our writers' hearts. Every word matters, and every story has the ability to impact our readers' hearts. So we're here to bring that to life. Our purpose is, in one word, to ignite, to build, to create an epidemic of believers, to challenge the norm, to inspire, uplift, guide people to taking chances on life, making conscious decisions towards God, believing that it's possible, that He can and will change and transform lives. So our mission is to write, build, and develop messages, stories, and resources that build and spread awareness of the goodness of God from an apostolic perspective through the dreams He gives our writers to put on the page. So Dream Publications is all about sharing stories. We're all about uplifting others. We're all about challenging the norm. We're all about putting together resources that help people who don't yet know. We're all about community. We're all about relationship. We're all about growth. And we're all about challenging ourselves to go the extra mile and encouraging our writers to do the same, to push yourself, to look beyond what you know right now, to be just a page, a blank page, an idea, and go the distance. Because you have a story to tell. We all have one to tell. If you feel the inkling to put on the page, why not? Why not share your story in a way that most would wish to do? But you can do it. And I believe when you have the time, you will do it. So Dream Publications is all about chasing the dream and putting the words, the thoughts, the dreams, the words, the story. Oh my gosh, I said the words like twice. The story on paper. It was birthed from what we call the Dream Chaser Nation. It's our brand now. We have clothes and hoodies that have it on it. Eventually, I'm looking forward to putting together our first ever, merch line. We're gonna do our first ever merch line. If you see me around, I have a Dream Chaser Nation hat on my head 90% of the time, or a Dream Chaser Nation hoodie, and I can't wait to put together some hoodies, shirts, some more hats, some more. I'm even putting together a tracksuit one of these days for you guys to check out. And I'm excited to share our journey with you as we grow in this walk in publication, as we learn more about what publishing is as a company, and who you guys are as writers, who you guys are as readers, who you guys are as just listeners. We're excited to share this journey with you.